Thanks for joining us on the CBN News Channel. I'm Charlene Israel.
And I'm Efrem Graham. A Philadelphia jury convicted late-term abortionist Kermit Gosnell of murder. Now he could face the death penalty. The gruesome case highlights a terrible problem in America. Partial birth abortion is not just limited to Gosnell's house of horrors, and this case may change the debate over abortion. John JESSUP has the latest.
Throughout the 8-week trial, late-term abortion doctor Kermit Gosnell and his attorney maintained his innocence. But immediately after learning his fate,
Dr. Gosnell, your reaction to the verdict?
He had nothing to say. In the end, jurors found the evidence to convict Gosnell on multiple counts of first-degree murder for killing 3 newborn infants after they'd been born alive. He was also guilty of involuntary manslaughter in the death of a 41-year-old immigrant who died from a drug overdose during a botched abortion. It took jurors 10 days to convict Gosnell on those charges and more than 200 other counts violating Pennsylvania's abortion laws.
I respect what juries do. I don't always agree, but I respect everything that they did, and they should be commended for their efforts.
Gosnell operated this clinic in West Philadelphia for 30 years before it was ultimately brought down for illegally prescribing painkillers. But what investigators found was far worse. They described his clinic as a house of horrors, with blood-stained walls, unsterilized medical equipment, and fetal remains stored in the employee refrigerator.
It is clear that this person was not following the rules. And we have a role in society of making sure that those people who don't follow the law pay the consequences of not following the law.
The jury has yet to determine whether Gosnell should get the death sentence. It is a case that's left a dark stain on Philadelphia, one some hope to remove.
This year alone, just in these last 4 months, we've saved 10 babies. The most recent was just a week ago.
ELAINE RUSSO runs the Hope Pregnancy Center, not far from where Gosnell practiced. It's on track to save more lives than it did last year, 27. The center is the brainchild of Pastor Herb Lusk, who ministers in the heart of the inner city.
1 out of every 2 pregnancies in the African-American community right now are aborted. 1 out of every 2.
Lusk says he decided to start the center after he noticed women in the church who, in his words, were pregnant one Sunday and no longer pregnant the next.
I kept seeing them, what is going on? And realized that with all the abortion mills in our neighborhood, that many of them were using abortion almost as birth control. At that point, I knew that I had to do something, and just talking about it was not going to be enough.
Even now, with the clinic closed and Dr. Gosnell convicted, many in the pro-life movement say the fight is far from over. They worry there may be many other clinics that may be operating under the radar, just like Kermit Gosnell's clinic did. John JESSUP, CBN News, Philadelphia.